Okay, so let's check this. Our water's not at a boil for our asparagus. What we're going to do is we're going to take our garlic cloves and put them in the water, and they're going to start infusing the water with their fragrance, which is so good. All right. These peppers are coming along really nice. All right, we're going to let those go for a minute more, and I'll show you how to cut the asparagus. Now, this asparagus is absolutely gorgeous. These are very thin stalks. This is not going to take long at all to cook, which is fantastic because it's really quick cooking. Now, so many things you can do with asparagus, but this is what we're going to do today. Is we're going to serve it with our meal, not as an appetizer. This is a big bunch of asparagus. I'm going to pull, and I've already cleaned them, so I'm going to pull one out. And this is what you do. Wherever it breaks naturally is the spot where it's ready, where you cut it off. So we're going to line it up and cut it. Save this. This is cold weather season. It is time for some wonderful soups and stews, and that's really going to help flavor any kind of broth that you're going to make. So I'm going to put these over here, and as soon as that comes to a boil, we'll be good to go. All right. Let's go ahead and give these a stir. Now, luckily, we can keep our heat high even though we have garlic in here, because you know, you've heard people say, and I've said it, that garlic can burn, and once garlic burns, it's over. It tastes horrible. Well, because of all the liquid, the water in the onions and the bell pepper, you don't have to worry about that. It's not going to. So let's go ahead and add our seasoning. And I really do like dried herbs for this, and I'm not a big measuring fan. That's why I'm working on baking, but I'm not very good at it. I made some pumpkin bread the other day. It was horrible. No kidding. Took a bite of it, spit it out, told Glenn to try it and tell me what he thought. He still hasn't. So what I've got is I've got some oregano, and I'm going to put a whole tablespoon in this. And the reason I say to measure this is because these are very powerful herbs, and you really do not want to overpower what you got going on. So we've got some thyme and some oregano. And I just go ahead and use the dry in this. I really do like the flavor of the dry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it in here just like this. Let me see. Can you see that? And it's going to toast the spices because they're dry. You've heard of how some people put them in their palm of their hand and rub them around to get the oils going. Well, I like to get them in there and toast them up. I think it adds a heck of a lot of flavor. Oh, this is so good. You could do this vegetarian if you wanted to. Just omit the chicken and omit the prosciutto. I don't think it would be as good, but you could do it if you really wanted to. All right, those are so soft. Now we're going to add our white wine, and this is the Yellowtail Pinot Grigio, and the reason I'm using it, we had people over for dinner, and my friend Sherry, she's a white wine drinker. She didn't drink it all, so that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to use it all because that's what I got. So we'll just go ahead and use all that. But Sherry likes that, so that's why you would use it. You would want to use a wine that you would drink. All right, let's crank that heat up just a bit so we can cook the alcohol out of that. Because the alcohol does have a bitter taste, but if you cook it out, it just becomes sweet and really thick. Really good. All right, so then we're going to let's add back in our chicken. And add in those juices, too, that have accumulated on that plate, because that's just good stuff. All right. Got our chicken. We're going to mix that in there. Then we're going to go ahead and add our diced tomatoes. Love those. And our chicken broth. Once again, if you made this vegetarian, you would just do veggie stock. All right. Perfect. I'm going to turn that asparagus up just a tad. All right. Can you see that? Oh, so good. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on this because I really don't, right now I don't want any steam to escape because I like that. So what we're going to do is grab the lid, put the lid on this, and let this just do its thing. See how easy this is? It's taking no time at all. And we're just going to let it do its thing for just a second while we check all this other stuff. It's perfect. All right, so we've got noodles. And they are just getting it. I'm telling you. I'm just not an al dente fan. So I really want my noodles. Ooh, it's hot. Stove puts off a lot of heat. A lot more than I want at home, I'll tell you. So we're going to get those going. Those are almost ready. How lucky are we? And let's see here. Let's check on this. And our asparagus water is almost ready. So we're going to put those over here. We are going to want to salt the asparagus water some. So we'll go back over here with our salt to make sure we have everything that we need. I think we're good. Maybe we will, and we can toss our pasta in a big bowl.